Welcome back to the Who's at the Gates podcast. I, of course, am your host, Casey Phoenix. And today is another packed day, my Gators, and we will do our best because we don't really like to go too long. It was an hour yesterday, which wasn't too bad. We didn't go too over, but I'm trying to keep it to 50 minutes today, even though we have 7 scenes to cover. Usually we don't go over 6, but there's a particular one that I wanted to play the scene. So we're going 7 scenes today and 2 stills is what we're doing to discuss this. And of course, it is impossible for me with a clear mind and a clear heart to do an episode without the woman who, if you tell her that you need to get it off your chest, she will do exactly that and more. The woman who is a living testimony of surviving Hell Week, the incomparable Diana.
Oh my god. We didn't even survive. It's only Wednesday. We're recording this on a Wednesday, y'all. It's just like, I hate that you're just like, oh, we're here. It's only Wednesday.
Well, I'm saying we're here because, I'm cutting out early tomorrow, and then I won't be back until next Wednesday.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, we made it through the week.
That's right, y'all. Casey said bye. Good luck, y'all. Oh my god.
If it makes you feel better, though, I will be working because just so everyone knows, we're recording this it's 11 something. What time is it? It's 11:22 my time, so yes, 9:22 her time. And yeah, after we finish this, I will be eating and going through client emails probably until like 2 to maybe 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I got to be right back up at probably 6 or 7, and then I have to cut my hair and do all this other stuff. So yeah, good times. But speaking of preparing to look good, just very quickly, and this is not even what we're going to cover. This outfit on Vanessa, the outfit itself isn't that bad. I just don't like it on her because it makes her look cheap. I just had to get that much. As soon as she walked through the door, I was just like, oh my God, that they should have styled her in something else. Because it gives me, what's that? Backwoods Barbie. That's what it was. Backwoods Barbie.
Not Backwoods Barbie. Oh my god.
So I'm just, that was just on my spirit. Not what we're really covering for the show. I guess we need to get into the scenes. Diana, did you have anything before we get into the first scene?
I can't think.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, y'all. I mean, I think, what did I say yesterday? Like, I didn't know how to feel. This one, I feel like we should have been here like 50 episodes ago. Like, what is all this mystery and intrigue and, veiled messages and all that? Like, let's keep it moving, y'all.
Yeah, now they're moving fast this week. That's why we've been having packed episodes. So we'll go ahead and play this now, and then we shall discuss.
Seth.
You gotta admit, you've been spending a lot of time in the hospital with Bill.
He's the father of my children, Andre. The man's heart stopped. What was I supposed to do? Stay at home and pretend it wasn't happening?
I don't know, Dani.
How's Bill? He's doing much better, thank you for asking.
Is he going to pull through?
I certainly hope so. For the girls.
Say, brother. I gotta take this. Yeah. What's up, Uncle Ted?
Just checking in. I heard about Bill. Naomi and Chelsea must be terrified.
Yeah, they aren't the only ones.
With the girls hurting, I imagine Danny's in full-on mama bear mode, huh?
Yeah, that part I can handle. It's the doting wife to Bill Hamilton energy that I'm having a hard time with.
Whoa. She's acting like that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just in my feelings.
Tell me something, Neff. Are you upset because she's there for Bill or because you think she's still in love with him?
That's a good question.
Thank God Caroline was there. She literally saved Bill's life.
He's lucky he has people that care that much. Present company included.
Something wrong?
Yeah, that was Uncle Ted. He needs to talk about something important, so I'm gonna head out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is everything okay with you and Andre?
Couldn't be better.
Okay. With this, why does it look like he's doing a pimp walk right there when I'm on this still? First thing, totally not related to this conversation, but something that's irritating me because it made me wonder what was going on when I heard it playing in the background. That ding that's happening, because when I was watching the episode, I was like, at first I didn't know. I was like, where is that ding? Because I thought it was coming from inside my house. And at first I thought it was my security system or something. And I'm like, where is that ding coming from? Did somebody ring my doorbell or whatever? And then I'm listening close. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. That's coming from the show. It's just that ding that they keep doing in the hospital is annoying. Just FYI. So back to this. Andre has every right to be upset right now because Dani has been doing the most. And I don't know if I would talk to Ted about it because they're having the conversation and stuff, because it's just like, okay, what advice can Ted give on something like this? Because it's like this man isn't even married anymore. So I just, and don't get me wrong, you know I like Ted because you have let me have it so many times for, you know, being a Ted advocate, I guess you could say. But Ted is not the person I would talk to about this Dani situation. Quiet as it's kept, even though Nicole isn't married, and even though Nicole is her sister, I would have went to Nicole and had a conversation with her because Nicole was the one who talked Dani down during the whole incident, even though Andre wasn't there. But still, it's just kind of like Nicole seems to be the person to reason with this whole Dani Bill situation. And Nicole knows Dani better than Andre does and has known Dani longer than Andre has. So it's just kind of like, I would have went to Nicole. I wouldn't have went to Ted. But that's just me. And with Vanessa and Joey, they're just there, I guess. We will go into the Vanessa scene a little bit later with Vanessa and Dani. Love Vanessa or hate Vanessa. Vanessa kept it real. But anyway, Dani, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's reaching his boiling point about Dani just constantly having to be around Bill. And I think he made a good point of like, it's not, he didn't even make the point. I think a lot of people are just making the point. Like, you can only use your daughters as a cover for so long. Like, I'm just annoyed at this point. She's like, my girls. And, you know, Dani's a great mom. She's so, you know, she's very fierce and very protective of them. But it's just like at some point, you just got to let that go. And I think that's also what's so annoying about this, because I've said the same thing about like Leslie and Ted and Eva. It's just like Eva is close to collecting like Social Security at this point than, you know, being a child. Like, you know, like at some point it's, you know, you can't use your children as an excuse.
Well, that's what she's been doing, and it is getting old because everybody's like, okay, why are you here? And that's the other thing too. That was what threw me off with Vanessa and Joey, because they're like, well, how was Bill? Which of course Vanessa knows that Dani is involved, but my question is, why is everybody talking to Dani about Bill? Why wouldn't they talk to Hayley, even if they don't like her, just to say, hey, Hayley, let's just call the truce for right now. How's Bill doing? And stuff, and doing that, or either going to Bill directly now that he's awake, as will happen later on with Joey, and we'll play that scene too. But yeah, did you have anything before I move on to the next scene, Diana?
No, let's go.
Okay, I love the scene we're going to is one of my favorites of this episode because I'm glad my girl finally showed back up. Let's see. All right, let's get to
Marking my territory?
Okay, maybe that was a poor choice of words.
You know what? I'm done. Done with you hovering around my father's office like you run this place. Done with the slick comments. And done with you questioning me as if my last name isn't on the damn door.
Naomi,
No. I know you think we're practically family because you're dating my cousin. But make no mistake, you will not demean me. Speak to me again like you've lost your common sense, and me marking my territory will be the least of your problems. Are we clear?
Crystal. I came in hot, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you've been making a habit out of it.
I know, and I own it. It's just seeing you hear what Bill's laid up, it shook me.
Well, if you hadn't come at me so hot, I would have explained to you that I'm not here on firm business. I came here to thank Caroline for saving my father's life. And he's doing much better, by the way. Not that you asked.
I'm sorry for jumping the gun, and it's good to hear Bill's recovery.
For the last time, Tomas, I am not after your job.
And I believe you. It's just, I also know that one of Bill's dreams is to have you back here, continuing the family legacy.
Yeah, well, that's his expectation to manage.
And mine, apparently. Bill isn't just my boss, he's my mentor. The man who pulled me up and gave me a shot. And when I thought I might lose him, and everything I've been working for, I panicked. How about we reset?
Another week, man. I can't believe that I ever liked this character.
Yeah, I can't believe either.
Because he is trash. And this is the thing. There's a few things here. So the first thing is when he said, me losing Bill and what I worked for. Sir, you could have left that part out. It should have just been you losing Bill. If you're worried so much about what you worked for, maybe you should go do something else. In the sense of maybe you should start your own firm. I've already said this before. The other thing with this is that Naomi is going to work for Bill again. That's happening because to my understanding, she worked for him briefly before, or either because she did an internship or something like that. But then she made the decision to leave. They let people know later throughout the episodes that Mike was part of the reason for that. I'm pretty sure Dani brought that to Bill's attention, if I'm not mistaken, where Dani and Bill had some type of conversation, and then Mike came up, and Dani was like, that's why Naomi didn't stay. Something to that effect. So it's like, okay, the reason I'm saying Naomi might be coming back is because this little thing where she's like, no, I'm not coming back. No, I'm not coming back. Usually what writers will do is they will have a character do that, and then the character will end up doing the complete opposite, whether the character changes their mind on their own or there's some extenuating circumstance that forces them to change their mind. So I do feel like Naomi is coming back to work at Bill's firm, and that will put her and Tomas even more at odds, where Tomas might just end up leaving the firm, which I'm fine with that. Okay, great. For this scene, I'm so glad the real Naomi showed back up, because Naomi usually doesn't put up with people's stuff. That's not her character at all. The Naomi that I know will check someone, and like she just checked him. Like she finally had enough, and it was like, look, you're forgetting who you are. Don't think because you're with my cousin that you just get an unlimited pass to do and say what you want. And if I were Naomi, I would have just said to him straight up, look, player, you need to really keep it cute around here, because I said I'm not coming back, but if you keep coming at me, I will make it a point to come back here. And then what? I would have flat out told him. That's just me. And then finally, on the sorry part, this is again why I don't like apologies, because this is the second time where he said, oh, my bad, I came in hot. Okay, and like she said, you're making a habit of that. Apologies don't mean anything. Change your actions, and his actions have not changed. That's why, and we'll talk about that whole scene in a minute with Naomi and Caroline. But Diana, you got it.
Yeah, I think this is the third time he's done this. Do you think like him and Eva exchange tips on like, oh hey, this is how you record in the office and no one will know? Because how is it that she just is there for 10 seconds and he's just like busting through the door like he's the Kool-Aid man? It's just like, do you also not have a job? And it's just like, I can't, like, I'm like, but I see him there. And it was just like, my guy, you need to like stay in your own office. I don't know. This whole thing is infuriating. I hate that Kat's still with this man. And you're right. It's just that like he felt so sure of himself until Naomi actually like hit back and just had enough of it. And then it's the, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, you shouldn't be like, what is going through your head that you think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my boss's daughter my enemy. He loves her, but if I make her my enemy, that's really going to put me in his good graces. It's just like no thought is going through his head. And as much as she's told him like, oh, nothing's happened, nothing, like I'm just here to do something, every single time that he's busted her through the door, he's still so insecure about this. And it's just like, dude, at some point, like you gotta let it go. You have to move on because it is what it is. You're gonna see nepotism in every facet of your life. This is no different, but at least Bill values you for some reason. So you might as well just stay and shut up. And if Naomi comes to work, great. If she does it, even better.
And on that note, speaking of Bill, let's go ahead and get there. Where is that at? Hold on. There we go.
Firm enough?
Bill is fine.
Are you warm enough? I could get the nurse to bring another blanket. Maybe two. I mean, these rooms get so cold.
No, I don't need anything else, Hayley. Except maybe, well, I was gonna say my sandwich, but I guess I'll just settle for a little peace and quiet.
Are you sure? I just want to make sure you're comfortable.
Okay, look, you can drop the act, Hayley.
Act? What do you mean?
There's no audience, okay? No one's watching, so you can stop trying so hard to look like my doting wife.
Wait, that's what you think I'm doing?
You tell me.
So glad he called her out, even though he changed it later on. Like, oh, I'm just upset because I didn't get my food and I get angry when I'm hungry and stuff. Sir, you meant what you said. Usually when people say something, they mean it the first time. They're like, oh, I didn't mean that. Sure you did. That's why you said it. But I'm just glad that he's finally starting to open his eyes to who she is. And I'm curious to see these next two episodes for Thursday and Friday. Like, by the end of this week, will we be closer? And we'll go more into it as well with his conversation with Joey, because there's something I want to point out in that conversation that he had with Joey too, because I thought it was really, really interesting. But with Hayley, everyone knows that she's acting. Because remember, I told you before, as you had seen, on one of the episodes where she came up to Shanice and Ashley, and they were like, girl, Shanice was like, what did she say? The Academy Award goes to, or something like that. Hayley walked off. And Dani knows she's acting. Nicole knows she's acting. Everyone knows that Hayley is acting. Caroline knows she's acting. Naomi and Chelsea, everyone knows. So if we've determined that this woman is not who she says she is, at this point, it's like, well, if Bill is having all these issues, was he having all these issues before he married Hayley? And then it's like, maybe we need to look closer at things. But at least Bill is calling her out to her face. Dani, you got it.
I'll backtrack a little bit. We didn't play the scene, but Kat brings him a sandwich, and I just really gotta commend her, because we're here saying like, so how do we get rid of Bill? What can we do? And Kat's like, I got it. She got the greasiest sandwich possible known to man. And she's like, hey, I know you just got a heart attack, but here you go. And she was close, but Hayley foiled her. So, you know, again, I don't want to hear people talk badly about Kat, considering that she was going to do what it was, you know, what it takes to get the job done. This isn't a laughing matter. This is Bill's life we're talking about.
And with that sandwich, yeah, the whole entrance, and I low-key wanted to cover that, but I was just like, there were so many scenes. I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, that was a good scene because I just had to bring it up because I just thought I was like, Kat, what are we doing here? That also didn't make sense to me, but also because of the relationship that they have, which is like, he can't even get his own daughters to like to do anything for him. There's also something else like. That's the text message that he sent her was just like, if I'm gonna die in this miserable hospital eating gruel, sue them. Like, he didn't even say it's his own lawyer daughter. He's just like, Kat, I know you got it. You know that business is business. It's nothing personal with, you know, him and her going back and forth about Eva and Tomas and all that. He's just like, we understand each other. And that is why I'm like, that's why I still have a soft spot for Bill, because I think he's the only one that understands Kat. But anyways, going back to the scene with Hayley, and after Kat also let her have it. Kat, you know, she's just like, what did she say? Hayley called Kat like, do you always have to be this difficult? She's like, I try to be. Like, what, you know, it's just like, she just see how Kat isn't like, let me reach across the aisle because I know you're having, you know, because I know I should feel sympathetic to you because you're going through things because of your husband and some medical issue. You know, see how she's not, you know, doing a live to be like, let's bring awareness to heart attacks or whatever Bill had. You know, see how she's keeping it real and 100 because that's the energy that, you know, you should have to an enemy. But I digress. Hayley and Bill, I mean, it's almost like too little too late. Like, she's been like this the whole time. And I think even this is like so ridiculous, the whole conversation that Hayley was like, God, they hate me. What? Like, girl, yes. Like that, you know, don't be surprised. I don't like, why do you keep on acting surprised? Like, you ruined their family. You came, you know, they opened up their home to you and you opened up your legs to that man. And it takes two to tango. So I'm not blaming her. You know, it's not just her. Bill O's opening his legs too. I'm just like, but like, do you think that people are okay with that? Like, do you think his daughters are okay with, you know, building a relationship with you only for you to be devious and ruin their family life? Like, I don't know. There's just like some delusion here.
Yeah,
and obviously, you know, we know that Hayley doesn't care, right? She's not in this for love or whatever, but I'm just like, what else do you got? Like, what else can you throw at Bill to make sure that he takes you on vacation so you can kill him?
Well, with Bill, we'll see what happens because I'm at this point, it's just like, I guess, like Leslie said, the good don't die young. Or, you know, so
only the good die young. So
yeah, that's what it is. Only the good die young. I'm just kind of like, yeah. But let's just go to Dani and Vanessa. Let's see. Okay, hold on. 1657. That works too.
Scared. Vanessa. They said his heart stopped not once, but multiple times. And so it was like the words were just coming out of my mouth before I even realized what I was saying.
What came out of your mouth?
I called Bill my husband.
You didn't.
I did. I absolutely did.
Did Andre hear you?
No, thankfully no, but everyone else in that room, yeah. Including Hayley.
Hayley heard.
I said it straight to her face.
Oh boy, how big a deal did she make out of it?
She didn't need any ammunition. She was already in the middle of a whole production.
Dani, this is me you're talking to. I think it's time you deal with the truth.
And what truth is that?
That whatever happened between you and Bill in that elevator has reignited your feelings for the man.
I didn't tell you that so that you could throw it in my face every 2 seconds.
Don't be dramatic. It's been at least a full day. Honey, what is going on with you?
I'm confused, okay? In that moment when I said that, he was my husband. He was the man I said vows to, who I built a life with, bore children with. He was hurting and I was hurting right along with him. And after everything that man has put me through, the lies, the humiliation.
The way he broke you.
You would think that I would want him to die instead.
No, I wouldn't. Because I know you, and when you love, you don't love halfway. You love with your whole heart. And you love Bill.
But I love Andre too. And he is my husband now, and he's who I want to be with.
Okay. But if that's true, why does it sound like you're trying to convince yourself?
I'm so sick of this. I don't even care. I'm just like, it's like, okay, girl, you're sitting here saying this. Andre clearly knows something is up because, you know, he's having this conversation with Ted and all this other stuff. But I'm just like, why are we here? And she even acknowledges that Bill has treated her horribly. And I'm not saying that she wished death on him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying where it's just like, okay, Bill's in the hospital. Well, all right. Hopefully he'll live. That's it. Go on about your life. Bill has a wife. Bill made his choice. Now, his wife also is attempting to murder him. But that's what he chose. So he has to deal with that. I don't know. But again, love Vanessa or hate Vanessa, and love that outfit or hate that outfit. Because I've seen that outfit is still running me low. Because honestly, I've seen Vanessa look better in other outfits. Like Vanessa, she's a beautiful woman. It's just that makes her look so cheap, in my opinion. And I feel they could have given her a better outfit. The outfit itself probably would look better on someone else. But I digress. Love Vanessa or hate Vanessa, she kept it real with Dani and told her the truth. And I always respect people who tell the truth. So kudos to her. Diana.
I try to be, sympathetic to these characters because, again, I know this is just a show, but you never know how you're going to act until you're in that situation. Dani just has, like, again, another person that probably should have gone to therapy, and not just her sister, drinking wine at the club. She could have dealt with some therapy. And this is where I'm like, okay, let's not lie and say that this is about your daughters entirely, right? Like, you're just worried because you want to be there for your daughters and that's their dad. I just hate that at this point, like that just being the excuse. However, I can buy that, you spent so many years of your life with this man, and it's hard to picture him without it. Because, like, I'm a very sentimental person. Like, I really am. Even if you do me dirty, I just think I can't help but think of, like, the good times or how things used to be or happier moments. So I don't begrudge her for, possibly thinking, like, being sad that there might be a world without Bill, because you think about the past memories. But I just, like, this has gone long enough where you're kind of even like, I don't even know if I believe that she loves Andre at this point, or that she loved him, because I think I read somewhere, and I remember this happening, right? Like, I forgot this the first time, even though we did actually review the wedding. He wanted this annulled. Like, he was like, okay, let's just, like, go back to our regular lives. And she said no. And it's like, girl, you wanted this so you could like make Bill jealous. I don't think it was ever a point of I love him. And sure, she grew to love him, but at this point, it's just like you're doing more harm than good.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just like, if you truly love Andre, it might be time to let him go. If you cannot shake this hold that Bill has on you, then yeah, just let Andre go and see, I was about to cuss. Let Andre go and be miserable. I was about to say be effing miserable, but you know, it just Gator, so you know, Diana knows, I cuss a lot. So it takes a very, very large amount of control when I do this podcast, not to just go in on people the way I would go in on someone off off the podcast. So yeah, but I digress. It's just like, be miserable. Then you want the toxicity in your life, so go for it, do you, but don't drag Andre down with you. That man could have been happy with somebody else, not Ashley, but he could have been happy with someone else. And that's just where I'm at on it. Dani, you got anything before we move on to the next scene?
No, I'm good.
All right, so the next two scenes will be stills, and then after the two stills, we will play some more scenes. So for this one, who is this? Oh, 2151. All right, let's get to that. Oh yeah, we're not covering the Samantha, Tyrell, Jessica, whatever, because yeah, kind of over it. All right. So as you see, Caroline has her wonderful gift card and beautiful spa basket that Naomi and Chelsea gave her. And let me be the first to say that I would like to thank Naomi for reminding us that these gifts aren't ish. So, and I say that because you're giving this woman a gift basket and a gift card. Now, I will say to Naomi, shout out for doing a gift card instead of like a necklace or whatever. Now, that being said, even if you with that being said, even if it was a really nice gift card of like $1,000, it means absolutely nothing. You just would have been better off saying, Caroline, we thank you so much. You are so awesome. Let's spend some more time together. Let's have a girls chat, girls night out, this or that. I would have thought that would have been more valuable, because like memorable moments and stuff versus something of value. And people are like, KC, why are you saying that Naomi and Chelsea shouldn't have given her something of value? The reason is because it pales in comparison to the Mercedes that Bill has given Caroline before. So what can you possibly give this woman where it's like it knocks her socks off? And it's like, oh, girl, I'm giving you this gift basket, and you're just like, oh, that's gonna look great in my Mercedes that Bill bought me. I can take it home in that. Why are we here? Just offer to do more girls' nights. She's even said that her and Hayley are not friends anymore like that, so she needs someone to hang out with her more, make her feel part of the family. Do that and give her the memorable moments. But for a woman that has received a Mercedes from Bill, there isn't anything of cash value you can really give her to knock her socks off. She said that she enjoyed the spa basket and she's going to enjoy doing the spa treatment and stuff, but she wasn't that impressed. I can promise you that. She was just being nice. Now,
but hold on. To any future employer and current employer, don't worry about knocking my socks off, because trust me, you give me $1,000 gift card or whatever, I will act like this is like, I don't even have to act. Don't give me more memories with you, employer and or workplace. Give me the gift card. So I don't condone that message. Just FYI for the people listening, for the people that want to give me gifts. I have don't give me the memories. I don't need any more, if I'm being honest. I'm just like done with memories.
Clearly, Diana is missing the message because I'm saying because he gave her a Mercedes. Oh, don't
give me both. This is the thing. Give me both. I like.
I
Why
don't
does it have to be
feel-
one or the other? Why can't I have the gift card and the Mercedes?
I don't feel for this situation, I don't feel it was needed. Like it would have meant anything. Now, if Bill gave her a spa basket and a gift card later on, that's fine. But Naomi and Chelsea showing their gratitude to her by giving her a gift card and a spa basket because of what happened to her father, I don't think this was the gift to give. But that's just me.
I mean, if Bill wants to also give me one, I'll take all three gifts. Give me the Mercedes, give me the 2 spa pack treatments. Actually, to be honest, I just want the gift basket. I don't want a spa. I don't like people like touching me. So I don't know about all that. But like, I think I'd rather have the bracelet or the necklace. I don't know.
You said the bracelet or the so you are an Isaiah fan now.
That's what Anita gave Laura?
No, Anita gave Laura just the necklace. She didn't give her a bracelet.
Oh, I just couldn't remember. Honestly, I forgot that he gave her that piece of rubber or whatever she has on her wrist.
There we go with the Isaiah hate again. Also, speaking of hate, Caroline did make it clear that she hates, well, she didn't say she hates Tomas. But then again, I guess she did say she hates Tomas because she called them scum, I think. Because she's like, people who don't appreciate their assistants are scum or something. It was some word that she
she said just like it doesn't matter who you are, you think more like lowly of them. See, I thought that's where you're going with this conversation. I thought we were gonna have theories about Tomas's exit, but here we are going, so what are we getting for Christmas? I think this is I hope this is like a conversation that foreshadows what's to come. I also don't think of people highly if they don't regard their assistants or anyone who is helping them in a poor way. Like, I think we haven't seen that side of him, and I'm eager to see that scumbag side of him. Like, we know he has that like in him just because of the fact that how dirty he does Kat and how he's done her dirty. But it's just like he just has this pattern of like once he gets caught, he's like, oh, sorry, didn't mean it. And so yeah, I want his true colors to come out.
Yeah, I believe Naomi, and honestly, Naomi's coming back. She's going to work for Bill. I'm calling it now. Naomi's coming back to the firm.
I think so too.
Yeah, she's coming back to work for Bill. But definitely, it was interesting when Naomi was like, "What do you think about him?" She's like, "I don't trust him as far as I can throw him." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, Caroline, keeping it real." Okay, next still, because tight schedule. What's this one? Oh, speaking of Tomas, this is the next still. Okay, 29:49. Fine. I'm on 24. No wonder I'm like, where is he at? Still, we're seeing Vanessa again. There we go. All right. So with Tomas and Kat situation, what amazes me is that when Kat was asking for help on the whole Hayley situation, she was like, hey, can you sort of do some research or back us up because we feel something's up with Hayley and Randy or Sammy or whatever his name is. And we need it'd be great if you can assist. And Tomas is like, I don't want to be part of this. Whatever his excuse was, he doesn't want to be part of it. But when Tomas has this, I'll say, confrontation with Naomi, all of a sudden it's like, Kat, can you talk to your cousin for me? Wait a minute. What type of one-way street relationship is this? So when Kat needed something involving Hayley at the office, you didn't want to be a part of it. But then when you need something involving Naomi at the office, you want Kat to come in for the assist. this is when he did that, and I honestly feel like the writers are setting this up where they are turning Tomas into the bad guy. I don't feel he's always been the bad guy. I feel he's been weak, but not necessarily bad. Now it feels like he's turning into the bad guy, because why would you do that? The Tomas of old would have never asked Kat to do that. First of all, he already has been funny about Kat getting involved in things when he feels as a man he should be able to handle it, i.e. moving in together into Kat's place that she bought and Kat having paid for it. And he's like, oh no, I need to pay you rent or pay half or do something. Or either when Kat did try to go talk to Bill one time and Tomas was like, no, don't talk to Bill, this and that. But now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, can you talk to Naomi for me? The writers are setting this up to make Tomas bad. And now people are just like, we don't like Tomas anymore. That's where we're at on this. Diana, you got it. You never liked Tomas.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, I'm like, who liked Tomas except for Eva? Like, who liked that man? Yeah, I think that's like a good thing that you pointed out of him asking Kat. I mean, for people who haven't seen the scene, and I don't know who's, I mean, I hope a lot of people are still listening at this point because they know we're running over time, but just very curious to know, like, who actually watches the episode or what order you watch the episode. Like, do you watch the episode? Do you listen to us? Have you given up on Bill dying and you're like, you know what, let me just catch the recaps here? I'm just interested to see how much we should explain the scenes. But you know, for people that haven't seen the scene or what have you, it's that he basically, what did he say? He basically asked Kat to kind of convince Naomi that he's got it, right? I think that's essentially what he's asking her. Like, you know, tell her, you know, you don't have to, she doesn't have to be there. And Kat instantly is like, I don't like this. She clearly draws her boundaries. And she's like, this feels like a loyalty test. I don't want this. Like, no. And he's just like, no, I mean, I would never ask you this. You know, he's just like, I'm not asking, you know, he's like trying to backpedal again. And he's just like, no, I mean, I'm just like really, you know, just Naomi's been through a lot. So what? So wouldn't it be best to focus on Bill? And Kat's like, listen, if her mind's made up, her mind's made up. That's my cousin. So, you know, Kat really put her foot down for her family, and I hope to God that's a sign that he's just on his way out. Yeah, the whole conversation like rubbed me wrong because again, you were right to point out that he's quick to get Kat to involve herself in things, but the second she needs something from him, he's like, this is my job. This is my place of employment. I can't ask my boss these things. And it's like, okay, fine, great. You don't want to mix business with pleasure. I understand that, but it's just a one-way street with him, with this man.
Yeah, and that's like, we're kind of over him now. Okay, so we have 3 final scenes that we are about to play. This next one is with Bill and Joey, and this for me is a very important scene. So let's go ahead and
we still have 3.
Yeah. Because remember, I told you we're doing 7 today.
I can't count. I feel like we went over 7 already. Anyway.
Well, we have 2 stills, but yeah. Okay, let's go.
I'll be damned. A friendly face.
Excuse you? I thought I was both a friendly face and a beautiful one, too.
You know what, sweetie? You've been here all night. Maybe you should take a break.
Oh, I don't mind staying.
No, just do it for me, please. You know, go wash this place off you and have a nice breakfast. You deserve better than the unseasoned crap they serve in here. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, I'll leave you to your guy talk.
Glad to see you're still breathing.
Yeah, thankfully. It wasn't guaranteed yesterday.
I heard.
Yeah. Heart went a little haywire. It's nothing major.
Says the guy in a hospital bed.
To what do I owe the pleasure, Joey? Did I miss a memo?
No, I just wanted to check to see if I was about to be on the hook.
For what?
The promise we made. You check out, I take care of your family.
Hey, slow your roll, Joey. I'm not hitting the streets of heaven just yet.
Yeah, you've been flirting at the gates, though.
Yeah, just had a few episodes is all.
A few too many for coincidence. The doctors?
Running more tests. They're still clueless as ever.
Well, maybe you should get a clue. And fast.
Meaning?
Meaning, you don't want it to be too late for a second opinion. If Garland Memorial can't figure it out, get someone who can.
This part right here, this scene, this goes back to the thumbnail I did. As soon as this was put on Joey's radar, and Vernon, I don't think Vernon's finished yet. I feel like there may be something else that he might be looking into about this, but definitely with Joey, where this is pushing this information out. And he said, the one thing Joey said, too many times for a coincidence. Meaning Joey is telling Bill, like, Bill, something is not right. And if they can't figure it out, you need to go somewhere else to get answers. But you need to do it before there's not a chance for you to get a second opinion. So I think this push is going to get Bill like on it and start getting other answers. And it may be with or without Madison. And I'm fine. Like, as long as he gets the answer, it doesn't matter if it comes through Madison or not. But I think this conversation with Joey was pivotal. What about you, Diana?
I mean, the conversation to me was Joey's like, you better find out what's wrong with you. And Bill's like, I should? and he's like, you really need to find a second opinion because you should find out what's keeping you in the hospital. And Bill's like, has a look on his face like, damn, what does he know that I don't know? Do I really want to know what's wrong with me? I don't know. It's just the dialogue was supposed to be like a mysterious and it, like just an air of like, ooh, what's being left unsaid, but it just to me it fell short because he was just basically saying like, yeah, you should find out what your diagnosis is, buddy. All right, let me know if I should take over the will. All right, bye.
It come across as that statement of when he said, I just had a couple, when Bill said I had a couple of, he's like, I'm fine, I just had a couple of episodes. And then Joey's like, too many times for coincidence.
Sure, yeah.
That statement is a powerful statement where it's like, dude, something intentional seems to be going on here. And I believe Joey feels that this isn't a quote unquote health related thing that's triggering this. I think Joey is starting to suspect that Bill is being poisoned.
Right. I don't think he believes the cheating aspect of it all. I really don't. I think, even though all the Duprees are barking up the wrong tree with that, obviously he knows that there's something more going on. I just think the dialogue for me just felt a little short because of the fact that, like, I think that was the only line, right? And it was still kind of vague maybe not up for interpretation, but it's just like, oh, this has happened too much. It's like, yeah, it has. I wonder what's wrong with me. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think this is like a scene where I'm like, I'm glad it's happening, but it's something that probably should have happened 50 episodes ago after his second health scare, which is like, hey, maybe question this.
Well, let's get into the next scene with him and Hayley, with Joey and Hayley, because that one was also good. Let's see, 3506. I'll just put it. There we go. All right, here we go.
Please, take your head out of your ass and call me back. Not tomorrow, today.
Well, I thought Bill sent you home.
Is that how things work between you and Vanessa? Didn't realize she was so accustomed to following orders.
I think you'd be more concerned about your ailing husband than the inner workings of my relationship. But for the record, Vanessa is her own person. Just like you, from what I hear.
Are Are you just gonna waste my time again with rumors and speculation?
I never speculate, Mrs. Hamilton. I observe.
Dr. Roberts to bed 391.
Going down?
The irony it will be if it is Joey that forces all of this out. The bad guy saving Bill's life, and then the Duprees having to be in debt to him once again.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Because I mean, think about it. If he's the one who figures out what's what, because don't forget, he's also the one who helped Kat save. I was about to say save Allison to save Chelsea. But yeah, he's the one who helped Kat save Chelsea. So it's just kind of like, okay, is Joey coming through with the, you know, with the ace up his sleeve again? Pun intended. So yeah, I really feel like this is Joey, and I'm still not taking Vernon out of this. I believe that Vernon might be involved too. And I'm curious to see what other type of investigation he will be doing into Hayley. But yeah, that's all I have on this scene. Did you have anything else on this scene?
I need them to find out. I just reveal it all. That's it. There was silence there because I'm just like, we're closing in on 400, y'all. I need Kat to come in discreetly and let her do her thing.
Well, I do see that happening too, but yeah, okay. This is the final scene, everyone, that we're about to play.
Come in.
The look on his face, on Bill's face. They should have honestly actually no, they set it up. I thought it was Leslie for some reason. I thought she was coming in her wig. I thought she was putting in a shift. I thought she was like, all right, Kat, Kat couldn't get it done, so now I'm here. Like, you can count on me. And but no, it was Andre.
I just remembered her name. It was Lulu.
Lulu, yes.
That's what when she was the nurse, it was Lulu. I forgot what the Lulu was because I think it was a longer name, but she went by Lulu. Yeah, if Leslie would have came in the nurse's uniform, that would have been hilarious. She's like, I'm here to check your blood pressure. Oops, I pulled the plug.
Oh no, I thought that's what was gonna happen.
So yeah, I'm very curious to see what this conversation will be for Thursday's episode. I'm looking forward to covering it, which also that's a quick thing we have to discuss after this, Diana, because I finally have an idea what time I'll be available. So side note. But, definitely like I hate to say this. I really, really do. I hate saying this. Part of me feels that this scene coming up will be Andre pleading for Bill to let Dani go.
I think so too. I 100% think that's how it's going to go.
Oh, had to sneeze. So, yeah, I think, and I don't like people pleading and begging and all this other stuff because it's just so low self-esteem. But I do think that might be the case where it's like, look, Bill, if you really love Dani, it's time for you to push her away and let her go. And do that.
Yeah, I think so too. I honestly don't think Andre's gonna come in there. Like, I think in the beginning he might be a little like aggressive or, come off as like, keep your hands off of my wife. But I think at the end, it's just like, come on, dude, you have your wife, I have my wife. Like, please let her go.
Yeah, I definitely need for him to not do the most, because quiet as is kept. If your wife is not doing what she's supposed to do, you don't need to have conversations with the third party. You need to have a conversation with your wife. That's how I look. And that's in any type of relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. If your significant other isn't acting right, you don't go running out in the streets and having a conversation with the third party. You have it with your significant other, because it doesn't have anything to do with the third party, is how I look at it. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, you're just opening yourself up to more scrutiny, just like obviously like the Dupree's here, right? Where everyone's in just everyone else's business.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, have that conversation with Dani. And if Dani can't get it together, well, Andre, you have an option. You can stay and put up with it, or you can leave. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Goodness, I tell you, today, good episode, because they're finally wrapping this up, it seems like, and they better not play with us, because, yeah, we might be out in the streets, picketing and everything. But for the most part, I'm already eager to see next week's episode, like the spoilers or whatever, and seeing that will be interesting. And there might be an off day coming up, because I'm not sure if they played a Labor Day episode last time.
Ooh, I don't think they did. I don't think they do the holidays.
Yeah, we might have to look that up to see if they're doing a Labor Day. If not, then we might do like an introspection episode of something. Maybe we can do the history of Jessica and Tyrell, a love story that started early, way early. So yeah, whatever, like we'll figure out something if they're not doing a Labor Day episode. So that's all I got. Huge thank you to all of the Gators who have been listening. Thank you so much for the comments. Definitely those who listened all the way to the end, because I know it takes a lot to sit through, because people's attention spans are so short these days, mine included. So for all of you to be locked in and listening to the entire episode, it really means a lot to us, because it keeps us in the algorithm and it lets YouTube know that, hey, somebody likes us. So it's all good. And sending lots of love all of your ways. Diana, you got anything?
No.
That is like, it's been a long day, which it has. A lot of things happened today. One of our meetings, oh boy, I tell you, saving the world one client at a time. All right, until next time, Gators.
Bye.